Hey there, my dear friends. This is Carrie at HolisticPsychic.com bringing you the last quarter moon episode of Tarot for the Soul. This week, we're looking at the energies happening from the dates ranging from April 4th, 2021 till April 10th, 2021. If you're new here, this is a weekly energy update and activation for the collective. And today we're going to start by taking a look at all of this Aries energy that we've got going on astrologically right now. So I talked about it in the last few episodes because we are having more and more planets shift into the sign of Aries. This week, Mercury joined the lineup. So we now have the Sun, Venus, Mercury, Mars, and Eris all in the sign of Aries. When we have the next new moon, which is next Sunday on the 9th, I believe, the new moon also is in Aries. So this Aries energy is really inspiring all of us to shift into our highest timeline. I've been talking about this for the last few weeks. It's a theme that's been playing out, and the energy, it has only been intensifying over the course of the past few weeks. So right now we are in the last quarter phase of this particular moon cycle, and the last quarter phase of each new moon cycle is always suited for finishing up details, wrapping things up, or releasing, forgiving, clearing, letting go, discharging, shedding anything that we are ready to bring into completion. Now, as that relates to all of this Aries energy that's going on, the things that we're going to be drawn to finishing up, wrapping up, bringing into completion, shedding, or releasing are things that we're seeing as being blocks to our highest path. The energy that's showing up now is really inspiring ambition in all of us to express and manifest our innermost soulful sense of purpose and passion. I'm going to blend the fiery energy of Aries with the earth energy of Capricorn that the last quarter moon phase is occurring in on Sunday, April 4th. But on Monday, the 5th, the moon moves into Aquarius, which is going to inspire even more forward-leading edge inspiration and inner visions. So it is time to activate our inner spiritual warrior. It is time to clear out, literally, energetically, metaphorically, any last little traces of anything that we need to clear away in preparation for completely harnessing and activating soulful empowerment on our path in moving forward. It's time. This is a really exciting time that's going on astrologically speaking. The messages that I've been channeling through in regard to the energy happening this week is all around rebuilding our connections in life. It's time to reach out. It's time to reestablish positive connections, positive supportive community. If you remember back a few months ago, we were really being inspired by some significant astrological aspects connected to Aquarius, which was giving us a little bit of a boost into the age of Aquarius, which is all about the collective. It's all about cooperation, co-creating. That energy is coming back into the picture as we are transitioning into spring. There's an energetic emphasis now on liberating and empowering the sacred feminine. There are aspects of sacred feminine energy that can be considered to be more passive, but there's also aspects of the sacred feminine that are very warrior-like. And with Eris in Aries, we are all being called to allow that sacred feminine warrior goddess from within to lead the way right now. It's time for us to reclaim the life we had been aligning with before we all had our efforts and plans thwarted, by everything that's been going on in the past year with the pandemic. We're all getting back on track now, and we're doing it within the archetype of the spiritual warrior, claiming fierce dedication to your highest and best life. We're all going to be feeling creatively inspired. We're all going to be feeling very motivated to make headway in our life this week. And that energy is only picking up speed over the course of the next several weeks as we're coming into, as I said, the new moon in Aries, and as that moon is growing full. So we have this window of time now over, let's say, the next 3-4 weeks that's all about empowerment, expansion, moving forward in the direction of manifesting that which brings us our innermost soulful sense of meaning and purpose. The time of manifestation is at hand. So I'm gonna be using the Osho Zen Tarot deck today. And the tarot spread that I'm going to do is going to be a 3-card spread. We're going to take a look at how we can really fully activate these energies within us on mind, body, and soul levels. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what wants to come up through the cards. As you see, I've already been shuffling them, taking some time to tune in, and I'm going to select the cards right now. So here we go. And 3 cards, mind, body, soul. Okay. So the first card that's coming up is called the Sorrow card, and it's showing up reversed. This is what the card looks like right side up. So the first thing that I want to indicate is that this card is assigned to the number 9. 9 is about completion. It's about resolutions. It's about the end of a cycle of experience. And if I'm looking at this in regard to how we can fully activate our inner spiritual warrior in the direction of manifesting our highest goals right now, on the mind level, the Sorrow card reversed is saying we need to be having some honest self-reflection around where we've been holding on to maybe things that feel like grief, connected to all of the losses that we've all collectively experienced over the past year or so on many levels. A lot of us have lost loved ones because of the C word. A lot of us have lost jobs. A lot of us have lost homes. We've all certainly lost our sense of connection within community because of being forced into isolation. And we're going to have some very natural grief over that. And so this Sorrow card reversed coming up is saying, check in with yourself, acknowledge where you might be feeling some of that, know that it's okay, and it's important to really kind of own it and claim it, embody it, so it can integrate and heal. So on the mind level, the thing that we can do to fully activate this amazing, expansive, action-oriented, determined, fiery, enthusiastic energy that's showing up right now is to honor your grief, completely be present with it, align with it, honor it, connect with it, so that it can integrate and heal. This will serve us all collectively in shifting into more of a space of well-being, mentally speaking. Now, on the body level, it's interesting because the card that's coming up is assigned to the number 10, and it's called, in this deck, We Are the World, but it's like the Universe card or the World card in a traditional tarot deck. So 10 is a number of integration. 10 shows up when we have one foot in each realm. One aspect of us still connected to a cycle of experience that's being brought to completion now, which I just talked about. And we've got sort of like one foot in the door of a new cycle that's beginning, but we're in this in-between integration phase. Now, with the We Are the World card, if you look at it, it shows the earth with a circle of people dancing, celebrating, holding hands. When I pulled the card, it showed up reversed. And what this means to me is really what I said earlier. It's time for us to reach out, reestablish connections with our soul tribe, finding positive connections, positive supportive community, reconnecting with your soul tribe, your soul family. Of course, on the bigger picture, we are all family. We're all related. We're all soul tribe. We all feel a drive, a motivation to reach out, collaborate, co-create, connect for the betterment of the collective. So on the body level, this means literally, physically taking action along those lines. Ask yourself, how am I feeling compelled to reconnect in the world physically? How am I feeling compelled to contribute to a renewal of energy that's happening right now in the world? Things are starting to open up a little bit more throughout different areas of the United States and different areas of the world. And yes, I'm well aware of the fact that the news media is trying to propagate fear around, oh, there's new strains and oh, there's more cases, blah, blah, blah. For those of us who have eyes to see, we can see the farce in it, right? We can see the over-exaggeration. Yes, people have been sick. Yes, people have died. And that's a horrible tragedy. But honestly, a more horrible tragedy is all of the fear and over-exaggeration that's being propagated in the world right now. Anybody who is spiritually awake, if you are what I call an evolutionary soul, you are an empathic, energetically awakened, aware being, you can sense and feel and see through all of that to find your own individual way forward, just using your own intuitive navigation system. So the other aspect of this card is about celebrating life, celebrating a return to vibrancy in life. That's what this week is all about. And so however that shows up for you, however you feel inspired to contribute to that. For me, I'm feeling inspired to do some massive spring cleaning in my home, optimizing sacred space. And that's my way of preparing, creating space for my continued growth. And then the last card that's showing up, which is on the soul level, mind, body, soul. How can we activate this expansive energy on a soul level? And the card that's showing up is called Trust. It did show up reversed, which I'll explain in a moment, but this is what the card looks like. Letting go, trusting. The fact that this card is reversed is saying that the timing is now to release any fear, release worry, release anxiety, concern, and return to trust. I'm going to put it this way, returning to trusting your own inner guidance. It doesn't have to be about trusting the government or trusting other people or trusting external things outside of you. It's about trusting yourself and trusting your connection to divine intelligence, trusting your connection to source, and allow yourself to lead yourself forward based on whatever transmissions of awareness are coming to you, specifically to your soul. We all can feel. If you tune in, you'll feel it. It is time to blossom forward, to expand into renewed vitality and vibrancy in life. The astrology is supporting it. The energies are showing up. We can feel it. We have that capacity. All we have to do is trust how we are individually being compelled to move forward. I'm going to talk a lot more about the new moon energy happening in Aries in the next video coming up in another week. So be sure to stay tuned for energy updates and soulful energy activations. Okay, guys, love you much. Blessings. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video.